Kings and queens, it is your boy Doggie Diamonds. You already know Doggie Diamonds TV. I be feeling like I don't look at the camera enough, so today I'm gonna try to look at the camera a little bit more. I'm not gonna send any Twitters out that I'm live. I'm not gonna send any Facebooks out that I'm live. I apologize for not coming on yesterday, but it was Thanksgiving, so I figured that people were Thanksgiving, you know, even though as black people we kind of like act like we not gonna Thanksgiving and all that stuff like that, but we be doing that shit too. So shout out to everybody who supports, shout out to everybody who comes in the room. Shout out to people who be hating too, man. Whatever, you know, whatever you choose to do. Listen, let me explain something to you. I don't mind if you disagree with me. I'm not always right. I don't know everything, but you know, the disagreements have to start being a little bit more intelligent, and they have to start coming from a point of respect, and they have to be a little bit more educational. I think disagreements now are just starting to become trolling and just having an argument just to argue because you want me to respond to you. And it's so weird because instead of people just saying, yo, what's up, what's good, my G, or what's the deal, they just want to argue with me and then be happy that they got a fucking negative response or a response at all. When if you say what's up to me, I'm going to respond to you. I respond to everybody. I don't know. I be responding to thousands of people a day sometimes just because, you know, it is what it is. But I have to get back to my consistent everyday thing, except for Wednesday. It's just sometimes Friday is a little crazy because I get all these footage and all these submissions and all this shit. So I be trying to, you know, get a lot of content out there, and it is what it is. I got a lot of interviews to put out. I did an interview with, pardon me, Sheik Luch, as you know, Snooty Wild, Sunny Caesar of Onyx. I got more Umar Johnson. I got a Brother Polite. I got a Sarah Seti. I got the Hebrew Israelites. I have a lot of Professor Griff, Irritated Genie. I have a lot of content to put out that I have to get to. And it'd be difficult sometimes. So that's why when you see me not being on here consistently, that's the only reason why. But I don't try to miss like a week in a row. It might be like a day or two. So pardon me for that. Thank everybody for the support. The support has been overwhelming. I'm happy my channel at this present day is at over 5,700 subscribers. I cannot complain about that. I'm happy. You know, we on a nice pace. I want 1 million, you know, I think I could get to 1 million soon, one day. You know, I'm going to do a little bit more things as far as promotion to make sure people are subscribing and get the subscribers up and all that. And, you know, just keep working, you know, just stay consistent and just keep giving y'all good content that y'all appreciate. And like I said, could just create dialogue. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is, you know, how should we do our people? When I say our people, you know I'm talking about black people. How should we do our people that are uneducated, in the sense of uneducated in like they don't know? Should we hold peace, everybody? Should we hold should we hold our people accountable in these days and times for not knowing? I don't have a haircut, so you know when you don't have a haircut, your shit start growing back, you get that itch and shit. But should we hold our people accountable for not knowing certain things? Like say Black Friday, say Thanksgiving, say some of these pagan holidays. Should we hold our people, black people, accountable for not knowing what these days is really about because the information is there? Like, how do you take Christmas away from children? How do you take the holidays away from children? How do you take something away from them because you know what it is and you know the real meaning about it, the real meaning of it? Like, how do you take Thanksgiving away from your children and then they go back to school and all their friends are saying how they ate and they had, you know, all these good pies and all these good turkeys, and you know you was on your conscious tip and your children didn't eat, you know, like, well, they ate food but they didn't eat in a festive Thanksgiving way. How do you take that away and while all their friends is doing it? You know, I think that's something that we should start talking about. You know what I'm saying? We need to start figuring out ways to sway our people off of a lot of these things and wean our people, because we have to understand when you're dealing with children, you're dealing with fragile minds, and a lot of times they don't understand the right and wrong, because that's why they're children. You know, you understand right and wrongs of life when you get to certain levels, and even some grown ass people don't even know right and wrong. But the point I'm making is that say for Christmas, you know, how do you take Christmas from your child and say, yo, we don't celebrate Christmas because it's the day that, you know, the devil and, you know, Santa Claus, and how do you take that away when they have to go back to school and all their friends got all these presents and these toys and these new clothes and all these gifts and they didn't get nothing? Do you think that that will cause a little resentment between you and your child? You know, because they could look at you like you the fucking devil and you the bad guy because there is no fucking presents. You know what I'm saying? There is no gifts and everybody else got something. You know, why did I get nothing? And the only person that opposes it and the only person that's against it is my parents. You know what I'm saying? My parents is the one who took Christmas away from me, you know, and all my other friends. So I think that's something that we need to just really visit and really figure out. You know, how could we remove these holidays from black people's lives and give them some. I always believe that when you take something away from somebody, you have to give them a healthy alternative. You have to give them something. And we've been programmed so long to do what we've been doing. How do you take all that away now? You know, how do you take what people have been doing for thousands of years away and give them, you know, what are you going to give them that everybody's going to observe? Because you're always going to have one or two or 20 or 10,000 or 50,000 black people that's like, yo, I ain't celebrating that black power shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they really think that they're included in what our oppressors is doing. You know, they really think that they're down with that shit. They really think that they are a part of it. You know, they think they're a part of the grand scheme of things. They really think there's equality. So how do we implement new systems and give new systems for our people to go with? You know, what do we do? And I think that's something that we all need to talk about and come up with. I know we have Kwanzaa, we have many different things, but then that's a concept that a lot of people still haven't subscribed to. And Kwanzaa been around for a while too. You know what I'm saying? Kwanzaa been around for a while too, and people still don't subscribe to it because, see, one thing about us black people, African Americans, Moors, Hebrew Israelites, Muslim, Nation of Islam, whatever name, whatever denomination we want to call ourselves, anything that has to do with African, a lot of us shun it. Like, the minute you say anything African, we just be like, fuck that. Like, you know, Hebrew Israelites say they're not Africans. In the Muslim lessons, it says, why did they call it Africa? You know, why did they call us Africans? Because they wanted to think our people was different, you know. So a lot of, don't quote me on that because I could have got that fucked up, but that's the gist of it. A lot of it, when you deal with African, this is what I'm saying, Kwanzaa, when you deal with African, people automatically say, I'm not fucking with that because I'm not African. But you call yourself an African American when the origin of all people is from Africa and your people is from Africa, but there's no African left in the African American and there's no African left in none of us, you know. And the funniest thing about Africa, I be bumping the table sometimes, that's why you see that shake. The funniest thing about Africa is they try to trick us into staying away from Africa and not being African. Ebola's over there, there's AIDS over there, there's rapists over there, there's a civil war, there so much going on, there's Boko Haram, they stole our girls. They trying to keep us. Do you know why they trying to keep us out of Africa? Do you really know why they trying to keep us out of Africa? They're trying to keep us out of Africa because they're there stealing all the resources. And they don't want us to go home and get a piece of the pie. That's the richest continent in the universe, in the world. Well, I can't say the universe because I don't know the universe, but in the world. That's where all the fucking diamonds are. That's where all the minerals are. That's where all the jewels are. That's where the richest soil is at in Africa. And they trying to keep us out of there. You have a big Chinese boom over there. You have so many different nations going over there and building in Africa, but us. Because we think we're more American than we are African. Now I guess we're American by place of origin. Now place of birth rather, but our place of origin is in Africa. And we just scared to go there. We don't want nothing to do with African. And the funniest thing is that, and I'm tying all this in, so don't think I'm going crazy or off topic, because I was talking about the holidays and all that. What I'm saying is that in Africa and as Africans, what did we have before Christmas? What did we have before Kwanzaa? What did we have? We didn't have a lot of these things. And we're so Americanized that we take on the European systems, and we know the truth about all of this shit. And we still go with it because it's for the kids. And that became the thing, it's for the kids. Mr. 1000 Piece. It became, it's for the kids. It's for the kids. Don't take this away from the kids. So we do have to find ways to educate the kids and still have the kids having fun without taking everything away from them and making them feel less than and making them feel left out also. So my thing is, why don't we look into some of the customs? Because Africa as a continent is different countries. Let's look at some of the customs. Let's look at some of the ways that they celebrate over there, because Africa has different climates and different weather and different air, and everything is different. So it ain't snowing. You know what I'm saying? It's not Santa Claus and no snow. We need to get back to our source of what we are. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to what we did, and we can't even trace our lineage. We don't even know where we come from. They stole everything from us. They wiped everything out of our memory, wiped everything out from our timeline, so we don't even really know where we're from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now all we have is what they gave us, and then what they gave us is got motherfuckers going crazy. Because think about it like this. You have some children, and it became a race of how many presents you got. It's not even the quality of the presents no more. It's just how many I got. Oh, I got 15 presents. And, if you buy a child a book, they like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? I don't want no fucking book. Shit, even some children, if you buy them clothes, they like, I don't want no fucking clothes. You know what I'm saying? Do this. When a child birthday come, give them a birthday card and write one of the most heartfelt letters you could write in a card. Tell them how much you love them, how much you care about them. They won't even read that shit. When they open that card up, they look for money. If ain't no money in that card, they don't give a fuck about that card, what it say, the writing on it, the motherfucking, the calligraphy. They don't give a fuck about that. That card don't have no money in it, then they don't give a fuck. And it's like the children have no value anymore because the parents don't have any value. Hold on, I'm thirsty. I just ran up and down the stairs. But and it's like, how could we get our children back? How could we reclaim our children? How could we tell the children, you do have African ancestry. You do have ancestry from many different places. How do we get them to understand that without, so they don't feel so bad? Like, they don't feel like, I didn't get nothing for Christmas, so I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, how do you take Christmas away from children? That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think right now, we just have to come up with some systems and have everybody down with it, and everybody stick with it, and everybody, implement it, and a lot of people start spreading it, because it's kind of hard Well, it ain't the thought that count no more, because motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They like, yo, hold up, man. You bought me a car, they don't have no money. I've seen children open up their Christmas gifts and just be straight up disappointed because it wasn't so-called what they wanted. You know, fuck what you could afford. I remember being a child too and wanting shit and not getting it. And like, you might have wanted a transformer and got a GoBot. You know, for some of us that's 35 and older, you might have wanted a transformer and got a fucking GoBot. And you like, motherfucker bought me a GoBot. You know what I'm saying? You might wanted a certain coat and got like a knockoff version. And, you know, because your parents don't really know what's hip or not. And they might have got you like a knockoff version and you mad as a motherfucker. Fuck the fact that you got a coat. Fuck the fact that you're not going to be cold. It's just that, yo, this motherfucker bought me a coat that was a knockoff. I'd rather have nothing. I'd rather just wear a hoodie and a sweater than to wear this fucking knockoff coat. And that's, you know, that's how fucked up it is. And it's like, you know, how do we get our children back? How do we get our children to not go into the holidays? How do we get our children to not fall victim to what society is doing? You know, because we make up society, but it's like we go with whatever society is doing and we just allow it. And they say the first person to get to the child's mind got the child, but you know, how many parents are really doing shit with their children? How many parents are really giving their children culture? You know, they when they go to school, the first thing they learn is they learn about everybody else, but they don't learn anything about them. Only thing they learn is that they were slaves and Crispus Attucks was he fought for white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was one of the first people to die during a Revolutionary War. You know, it was a black man who died, and it's like everything else is mythology and everything else is some false shit. You know, when I was in 3rd and 4th grade, you had to learn about Greek and Roman mythology. They didn't even teach you about Egyptian mythology, where all of that shit was stolen from. But you had to learn Greek and Roman mythology, and then you kind of find out that, you know, the all the planets and the days and everything is named after you know, Greeks and Romans and shit like that, and you know, with the mythology, and it just bugs you the fuck out, because you like, yo, hold up, we didn't contribute shit. So even as a child, your esteem is pretty low, because you start thinking that, yo, as a black man or black woman, well, I never contributed shit to society. And some people believe that we never did shit. So it's like, yo, I just want to get high. I just want to live. I just want to, you know, just kick back and big back and bull and all this shit. And that's why the youth take something and they claim it as their own, because they feel like they wasn't given anything that they could be proud of. They have no esteem. So when you start looking at the gangs and all that shit, and a lot of the activity that the children take place in, is because they feel like that's something that they created and it's theirs. You know, so when you try to give them shit like, you know, books, and you try to give them culture, and you try to give them Kwanzaa, and you try to give them shit, they be like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what society's gonna accept. It doesn't make me look cool. It doesn't make me look, I don't look cool with a dashiki on. You know what I'm saying? I don't look cool with braids. You know, women rather wear weaves in their hair. They not trying to wear no African braids or nothing like that. And they're not trying to do any of that because that's not cool. You know, and the funniest shit about women, they got weaves in their hair, and they got these long weaves, and you ever see you always see black girls on Instagram. The minute they do a little Instagram post, they do this shit, they start touching their hair and all that shit. And I was like, yo, the shit that bugs me out about black women is that y'all do all that shit with y'all hair, and you don't even see white women do that shit with their hair, and their hair is naturally long. And you're right, we not allowed to have shit as black people, because no matter what we get, they always take that shit. But the issue is, we're such innovators and they're such imitators that, yo, when they take our shit, it's dead. You know, it's like, you ever have a slang, and once certain people start saying it, they so corny that you be like, nah, you fucked it up. We don't say that no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, you know, that's where we should be with shit. Like once they take shit and they start saying shit, fuck that shit. Y'all fucked it up. Because what they do is they take our shit and they find a way to market it and monetize it, and then they sell it back to us and we buy it and it's our shit. Like twerking. You know, twerking is not new. Twerking was you know, Luke and them. What was Luke and them girls doing? You know what I'm saying? It was called the booty bounce, and Jamaicans was calling it whining and all those things. But, you know, as soon as Miley Cyrus did it, she's like the queen of twerking. And then it's like, yo, when black women been twerking shit since Africa. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't done in a derogatory way. But look how they took it, demonized it, made it all about sex, and then give it back to us, and then, you know, take the name and rename it and monetize it and make money off it. And then we sit there and we buy it. You know, we buy into it. And that's what I'm saying. You know, we bought into Christmas. We bought into these holidays. We bought into everything that they give us. But the things that we have, that we create, like Kwanzaa and different things, we won't fuck with it. They have to stamp it and co-sign it before we fuck with it. If a white person doesn't say, or white people don't say that that shit is cool, we don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? They have to let us know that it's okay to fuck with it, and then we fuck with it. For example, look at how you won't catch no black person wearing FUBU. You know, FUBU standing out for us by us. You know, it was you know, 4 black men who created FUBU, and you won't catch nobody dead in FUBU right now because it's like, oh, FUBU, I ain't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? That shit played out in this, that, and the third. But Perry Ellis and Tom Ford, all that is still cool. You know, you won't catch a black person in Carl Kanai or Walker Ware or anything that black people created. But something that these racist, homosexual white men created, we still fuck with. And many of them have openly said, I don't want these niggas wearing my clothes. I don't like the fact that these niggas took my clothes and made it urban. Look at Derek Jeter, that half-breed motherfucker. Look what he did with the Frigo underwear and 50 Cent. He was like, oh, y'all got this nigga a part of this shit? Oh, hell no. This shit too urban. I'm not fucking with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that urban shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though his father was black as hell. You know, but this is the point that I'm making, is that they have to take things and make it cool in order for us to accept it. So when you trying to take things away from your children that's harmful to their psyche and harmful to their overall development, you have nothing to give them, because white people got to say it's okay before you give it to them, or before even the children accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you could do experiment with children. You know, you show them dolls, and what they gonna do? What they gonna do? They gonna fucking buy the white doll. You know what I'm saying? Because even the little black doll's hair is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Which it should be, you know, because we naturally have kinky hair. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the black doll's hair is like kinky and shit. So they don't want to deal with that. Why? Because their mother doesn't have hair like that. Their mother has this virgin Brazilian hair that's like white people. So why would a little black girl buy a doll that don't even look like her mother? And with little black girls, most of their mothers are their hero. Just like for little black boys, their father is the hero of their fathers in their life. So when you think about it, why would a little black girl not want a white doll, when that's how her mother hair looks? Because all little girls want to do is play in hair. But how is their mother hair? You know what I'm saying? No black women are afraid to go natural. They've ruined their hair so much that they have no choice but to put that bullshit in their hair. They ruined their hair. They ruined their hair. They getting on fibroids. They getting all types of diseases and shit from putting chemicals in their hair, and they won't stop doing it. They won't stop doing that shit. They rather die to look cute, but then say, I don't give a fuck about what nobody thinks. If you don't give a fuck about... See, I'm a type of person, when it comes to my appearance, I am what I am. I am who I am. I am what I am. You cannot make me feel insecure about myself. In no way. Nobody can, because I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I bathe. I change my motherfucking drawers, my socks, my t-shirts every day. I put on deodorant. I brush my teeth at least 3 to 4 times a day. So you cannot make me feel insecure about me. You know what I'm saying? So fuck you. And I tell people to their face, fuck you. You know, so it's like, but see, we at the point where as men, we have to start. Diddy Wade said females get mad at you when you say that. You're absolutely right. But we at the point as men where we have to start taking a stand for standards of what we want in women. And when these women are not matching up to what we want or not, and this is not that we want it for a selfish reason. We want it for you, motherfucker. We want it because it's going to better you. But like I said, the way society is now, the black women and the black men are at war with each other because the black women gets the jobs, they get the rights, they get to go out in the corporate world and earn the money, while the black men sometimes, you know, got felonies and got fucking a lot of fucking a lot of problems, you know. So a lot of fucking, you know, a lot of black men can't get jobs. So the woman is becoming the head of the household and the breadwinner, and the person with Section 8 and all these fucking little programs and shit. So they, what we say don't even matter, because what they say, I don't need a nigga for nothing. But you rely on the government for everything, and the government is a white man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, the government is white men. So the funniest shit is that when you look at it, that's why we're so destroyed. So when it's like when you say to a black woman, yo, why don't you rock your natural hair? You know, like your hair, you destroying your hair. Because some black women got good grades of hair, but they say they don't want to do that because they say it's unmanageable. I could, you know, with a weave, I could do this, I could do that, and I don't have to manage it. I could just change it. One hairstyle gets boring and all that shit. And it's like, how could repetition is not boring to me? Not to me. You know, repetition shows a lot of discipline. You know, I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret that a lot of people don't know. Do you know I ate the exact same food every day for the last 3 months? When I say every day, I mean every day at the same time. Every day I eat the same food. To some people, they could get tired of something. But I like chicken, grilled chicken, boneless grilled chicken, and I like broccoli. So every now and again, what I do is I saute it in the pan with soy sauce, and every now and again, you know, I grill it, but I alternate. But I eat the same shit every day because I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. You know what I'm saying? I eat the same shit because I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. I already know what I'm going to eat. I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. I don't have to worry about what fruit I'm going to eat, because indecisiveness is what makes you stray away from the source that you need to be a part of. See, rich white men only have like 2-3 suits. We have a closet full of clothes to try to show that we have money and we have this, that, and the third, but rich people don't have shit like that. They got 3 good suits, so when it's time to get dressed, they already know what they're gonna wear. They worry about real shit. See, we worry about all the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? And being that I eat the same food every day, it gave me so much discipline, and it made me stop eating with my eyes. It made me stop saying, that look good, I want that. Because just because something look good, that don't mean it's gonna taste good, and that doesn't mean that it's good for you. You know, so you know, you go to McDonald's and you see this banging ass burger and that shit. Even when you go to a Chinese restaurant, you look up and that food looks so good, and then you get the order of that shit, and that shit mystery meat. You don't even know what the fuck that shit is. You have no idea what that shit is. And I love me some Chinese food when I used to eat it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we've been look, we've been tricked. We've been tricked mentally. We've been tricked physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and the way we view each other. We've been tricked into thinking that everything that we do is cute and cool. Why these motherfuckers just sit back and look at us and be like, look at these dumb ass niggas. And the thing about it is that we won't stop. So should we hold our people accountable with all the information out there right now? Should we hold people accountable for not knowing? Because the deal is not knowing is one thing, but when the information is there and you don't want to know it, why don't you want to know it? You know why? Because people are afraid if white people don't think it's okay, then it ain't cool. I'm telling you. If they don't approve certain shit, black people just ain't gonna do it. Perfect example. You got black people going to get flu shots. Why would you as a black man or woman get a fucking flu shot? Didn't you see what they did to the Africans in Africa with the polio vaccine? Did you not know what they did to the black men with the Tuskegee experiment? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. So it's like, what's up, Ivan Evans? What's up? You know, so yeah, I mean, you're right. You know, I did come a long way in my eating habits because it comes from growth, development, age, wisdom, and not being a fucking asshole. See, we all have a stage of ignorance. Some of it comes from innocence, and some of it just comes from ignorance. And I could admit to you that I was just a greedy, gluttonous motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I really liked food because I grew up hungry. I grew up with, it was days I didn't eat. And I always said, as when I can help it, when I can afford it, I'm going to eat. You know what I'm saying? But the deal was, I didn't really realize what I was doing to my body because I was feeding something that was missing in me and broken in me. So I tried to, you know, mental illness that I was talking about on one of the episodes. You know, I was trying to feed something through food in me that was missing, that you're never going to be able to feed. You're never going to fix it. You know, you have to fix it up here, you know. So once I realized that, and I just started thinking like, damn, you know, this shit killing me. You know what I'm saying? This shit killing me. I gotta fucking get my shit right. And that's what made me stop doing a lot of things. And just me being where I'm at in my life, you know. I was saying to my cousin today, you know, we talk about all the time how, yo, we was so violent and just so active in these streets of Brooklyn with everything that was wrong. And now as a grown man, I could just walk around and not have no problems with nobody and not have no issues and, you know, just feel good. Like I don't have, you know, I don't hate my people. You know, it is some of our people who, you know, I'm eventually gonna have to check one day, but I don't wake up mad. You know, I'm not waking up. I'm not. You know, I learned how to deal with this thing called life a little bit better, and that just comes from, you know, experience. And everybody, you know, tries to get. Everybody, you know, strives to get at this place where I'm at. You know, where I'm at in life. You know, I feel like I'm really controlling my destiny. I feel like I'm really, you know, carving out my own way. You know, that was one of the reasons for me getting on camera. I felt like I may be like 8 years behind in my progress because I didn't get on camera sooner. But I didn't get on camera sooner for different street reasons and different shit. But just for me to just be a grown ass man right now and you know, just living life and just being, you know, contributing to society and contributing to our people. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I say this shit all the time. All I give a fuck about is our people. I feel like, I might not change anybody. I might not help anybody right now. But this shit that I'm doing right now, this shit is forever. And I feel like 10 years from now, 10 days from now, 5 years from now, 50 years from now, people going to look back and be like, yo, that was some real shit. And, maybe I should just try to implement some of that in my life. And the funniest thing is that a lot of people say, yo, I'm real, I'm the realest, I'm this, that, and the third. Yo, I really am who the fuck I say I am. Like, I'm not a fraud. I do not be fronting. I be seeing motherfuckers calling me hypocrite and all this shit. I be like, what the fuck did I do that's hypocritical? And another thing, anything that you see on ForbesDVD.com, it don't always have anything to do with me. That's a website that I co-own. So you can't hold me accountable for something that's on the website. Now, if it's on Doggie Diamonds TV and it look like some ill-advised shit that's up there, hold me accountable for that, because that site I fully have 100% control over. That's all I'm going to say about that. So the dudes who be coming on Forbes DVD and mentioning my name in every comment, do me a favor. Stop being a bitch and go read to your children or something like that. Stop worrying about me. Seriously. And dudes be offering to fight me and all this shit. Look, man, I'm always down for the fever. You know what I'm saying? I'm always down for the fight. On some real shit. Like, this is where I come from. This is what I'm about. But what are we fighting for? And that's why, if y'all look at the last episode, I think it's 18, Who Taught You to Hate Yourself? I addressed that like, I got enemies that's not really my enemy, or they don't even know why they're my enemy. They just think that they should disagree with me and have animosity towards me. But I don't even know why. I don't even know what the fuck we fighting for. But I have a mission that I'm on, and I have people who I'm fighting against, and it's like, why you keep trying to deter me? That's why I say a lot of motherfuckers be agents. Why you keep trying to deter me and distract me from fighting the people that I'm fighting? Because they gotta get it. I want hip hop back by hook or crook. I want black culture back. I want all of our cultures back. I want black culture back. I want hip hop culture back. I want a lot of things back that we created and that's ours, and I want them to fuck out of here. I'm tired of these culture vultures. I'm tired of them giving us their holidays, giving us their religions, giving us all their things. Let them have all their shit back. Fuck that shit. We don't need it. We don't want it. We gonna go back to the source of where we come from, and that's why we was living 100-something years and 80-something years and all that. Look, people are fucking dying. People are dying, at a young age because you living how the fuck these motherfuckers is telling you to live. The people who are killing you are telling you how to live. Am I still putting out that Junior Mafia documentary? Nah, I don't want nothing to do with Junior Mafia. Nah, I'm not doing the Junior Mafia documentary. Nope. I'm just doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything that I decide to do in the future, if it doesn't 100% benefit me, if I'm not the star of the show, if it doesn't all come back to me to benefit me, I'm not doing it. Just not doing it. I claim people. I fought for people. I work with people who didn't reciprocate shit since I've been in this business. And I'm not mad. I'm not bitter. I'm not none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I have to take care of me now, and that's just what I'm on. I'm just worried about me and what I'm doing. So nah, I don't even know if it's a Junior Mafia anymore. I don't even know if they exist anymore. I don't know what the fuck they be doing, But that's it. So yeah, basically in closing, today's point I was trying to make is should we hold our people accountable for not knowing any better? You know, so I want y'all to comment on that. I want y'all to comment on you know, yeah, I mean, you know, I did a lot of shit with dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up with them, you know what I'm saying? They was, you know, I grew up with them. But I got a lot of other projects that's gonna be dope, you know, that I think y'all gonna like, you know. I got a lot of shit that I'm working on, and every day I work, you know. The dope shit about my life, man, is that I do this for a living, you know. I'm gonna start doing more newscasts. I'm gonna start doing more news. I was gonna do some shit called What the Fuck News, you know what I'm saying? Salute, bro. I'm happy, like, you know, I got a lot of young dudes that's in their 20s in my hood, and, you know, I be really, really, like, putting them on the game, you know what I'm saying? I try to teach dudes how to get money. What up? You know what I'm saying? I be trying to put them on the money and just put them on the life, man, because I don't want to see us die out here, you know. A lot of people dying out here, and we dying, man. They killing us like a motherfucker, and like I said, I don't sacrifice who I am for riches and none of that shit, you know. And my Facebook is under my real name, Gregory Lewis, and Doggie Diamonds is the Doggie Diamonds is the fan YouTube. I need y'all to, I mean, not the fan YouTube, the fan Facebook, and Gregory Lewis is my real name. You know, I type it out for y'all right here. Oh, I Hate Rappers album? Oh, that's coming. But another thing, I'm gonna make this announcement. You know, I know so many rappers, and you know I fuck with so many rappers. What I'm gonna do before the I Hate Rappers album, because that's done. I'm gonna do I never did the Tax Stone interview, so I don't know anything about that. I never did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know nothing about that. Shout out to Tax Stone, but I don't have nothing to do with that interview. What I'm doing is that, being that I know all these rappers, I'm about to get all of them in a room and do my own album on some Dr. Dre shit. Me on all the production and verses from everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is about to get crazy. You know, because I know everybody. I fuck with everybody, and I could get verses from damn near everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to do some shit. So that's what. And then I Hate Rappers. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Well, I might do the I Hate Rappers first. I Hate Rappers album had 2 beats on there that I didn't like. That I liked them for a little while, and then I didn't like them, and I wanted to switch some stuff. So that was the delay with that. So I'm definitely gonna get like that. But you know, I could get verses from Source Money. I could get verses from Cassidy. I could get verses from Nori. I could get verses from Tragedy Gaddafi, Uncle Murder. Y'all could get verses from so many fucking people. Granddaddy Ayula. So I wanted to take a nice crop of people and put them together and just do some crazy shit. Royal Flush, you know, like people that's my people. People that J.R. Writer, like different, you know what I'm saying? Different people that I definitely fuck with that'll give me a verse. And I got some shit that I'm working. I know I could get a verse from Jadakiss too, you know what I'm saying? Chris Rivers, mad different, because I fuck with a lot of people. Damn, rest in peace to Sean Price. Shit, damn. That shit just hit me. Like, I always think about Ruck and everything and shit, you know. But you know, I definitely could get some verses and put together some dope records from a lot of people. And I think I'm gonna do that. You know, I don't like the rush music. My music is boom bap 100%. 90s music. I get a verse from Capadonna too. Like I said, I got some shit that I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put some ill combinations together that you be like, hold up, he got a song with him? Like, that shit I never heard of. Because think about it. If the first time you heard the scenario with Leaders in the New School and Tribe Called Quest, it was like, how the fuck they know each other? But it was dope. You know, they had to do 2 of them. But I don't know. Tell Caps to hit me, man. I hit Caps. And whenever he want me back on Angry Fan, that's when I'm back on there. I'm definitely an Angry Fan. I support Angry Fan Movement. Y'all know I say that all the time. Shout out to Angry Fan Movement. That's what it is. I'm about to get the fuck out of here. It's Friday. Y'all be safe this weekend. Go off your vibes. Go off your spirit. If you going out somewhere and you feel something negative and you feel energy in the air that feel like something is wrong, escape, leave, go home. The safest place for you to be, my people, is always in your home. Go home. You know, if you feel unsafe and you feel a bad vibe, go home. Joseph, what's up? I'm about to get the fuck out of here. I will see y'all on Monday. I might do a sneaky broadcast tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how I feel. But you know, like I said, y'all be safe out here. Don't partake in none of that Black Friday madness. And that's what it is. If you don't have a TV, then you don't fucking need one. You shouldn't have waited. You should have been bought a TV. And that's what it is. So yo, I'm out of here. I got some work to do. I got some studying to do. I'm reading Black Matters by Zaza Ali. Oh, I gotta put up my Zaza Ali interview too. Shit, I keep forgetting. But that's what it is. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you could spare it and you got a couple extra dollars, go to doggiediamondstv.com. I got a donate button. If you could spare $5, $3, $4, whatever you could spare, you know, thank you. And thank you to everybody who donated already and shit too. I'm gonna show you where your money went. It ain't just go in my pocket and I ain't just buy some new sneakers and shit with your money and be like, you don't got no sneakers, motherfucker. Nah. Anything that anybody give me or do for me, I appreciate it. So I appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.